Welcome. Hi. Hello. On our play for this week, angry fans call to boycott PlayStation over ending physical games. Will it work? Hmm. God of War Laufey and Intergalactic Heretic Prophecy both coming out in 2027. Will they? And all the digital future. Nope. And this first test for the digital future has failed. No surprise. All this and more. This episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. Hello again. Hi. My name is DJ, aka Sexy by Choices, and I am joined by.
Sean MF Ross,
What does the M and F stand for?
Particle Man.
Oh, snaps. That's pretty cool. We are joined by.
Greatest lead or in every game with DJ.
Every game. This man is
Besi-
so
be-
relaxed.
besides Gundam,
Oh, okay. And
I,
like
ne- I never touched it.
any Tekken, really and truly. Like at any point in my lifetime, any Tekken.
I mean, I can always download Tekken real quick.
You could, but that probably wouldn't be a good idea for you and like I don't know, maybe like 10 minutes for like a match. Anyways, that's my past. And this is the future, present. This is Press X Start Gamers Digest, a video game podcast that breaks down the latest gaming news from our point of view as gamers. We are live on YouTube every week when we can make it because, man, life is hard.
But listening to us is easy.
It can be, and it should be, because listening is a free action. We appreciate you listening to us. Also, we appreciate you liking this video, subscribing to this channel, and hitting the notification bell. If you are just listening to us and not watching us, leave us a review. Tell us that you enjoy our content. Now, actually, don't tell us vocally, like do it online somewhere so we can see and then let us know in the comments below or wherever. We appreciate it. Thank you. We also have a Discord. It's at pressx2start.com/Discord. There, we talk about things like the new trailer for
Children of Blood and Bone.
Yes, thank you, Sean.
The exciting 3-part book series.
It's 3 parts. I have absolutely no idea what this thing is about.
So Drea just read it. That's why I know it. Children of
Wait,
Blood.
was she reading that at the gymnastics class?
No, she only read this more recently.
Oh, okay.
It's Children of Blood and Bone, then Children of Virtue and Vengeance, and then Children of Anguish and Anarchy. It remains to be seen if we'll see 3 movies, but yeah.
At least the first one is doing really well trailer number wise, so hopefully that carries them into 2027 when they actually release. And it does good and better than good. Gooder. Anyways, now let's talk about some game stuff because there's been some stuff happening in the gaming world. With number 1, critics of Sony's decision to kill physical discs calls for gamers to boycott PlayStation for a week next month. But will anyone listen? This comes us from IGN by way of Wesley Inpool. Okay, backers of physical media have called on gamers to boycott PlayStation for a week in August to send a message to Sony that its decision to kill discs from 2028 is unacceptable. The Does It Play Twitter account, which is a fierce critic of Sony's plan to do away with PlayStation game discs, issued a call to arms that has been viewed on social media platform nearly 1 million times. This is a quote from them. Sony wants to abandon fans. Let's give them a small taste of their own medicine, the Twitter account said. Together with other creators, we call for a 1-week hashtag PS blackout in August. No logins, no play sessions, and no purchases on any of Sony's platforms. So let me ask you guys, are y'all going to do this?
Maybe. I don't think this is gonna change anything, but we'll see what happens, right?
Yeah. Here- here- okay, Saban, what about you? I mean, you already been not playing your game for about 2 weeks, so what's another week?
I mean, there hasn't really been anything for me to actually try and fix the situation to play
Mhm.
the game because
Yeah.
nothing's out right now.
Yes. Yeah.
Nothing's
Right.
out,
Right.
so it's like I got until what September. I think August has the one game I want to play.
I still need to
Beast
finish.
Reincarnation.
What of reincarnation? Oh, Beast. Okay, yeah,
Beast
yeah. No,
Yeah.
I still need to finish.
Crimson Desert.
Death Stranding too.
Oh, dang.
So
Yeah.
we'll
Yeah.
see.
You should definitely do that. Yeah.
Wait, you finished
Um.
it, DJ?
Yeah. I finished. No. Which one?
Death Stranding.
Yeah. I finished this train too. Yeah. 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 It just it gets more crazy and
I'm
crazy
more
as.
surprised that you finished it and Sean didn't.
I mean, I got a lot of stuff going on here.
Yeah. Also, you were playing a different game when it came out.
Pragmata.
No,
No, this one came out last year.
around the time it came out, I want to say Yakuza came out, so I played both of those.
Yeah, that
I
sounds
was
about
in the
right.
middle of moving and all that, and it just got lost in the
Yeah,
sauce.
yeah, yeah. That sounds about right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I would love to participate in this, but I'm part of
The
the
way my
Gundam
Gundam is
operations
set up.
cult. Yeah, like I
The way
just
my Gundam is set up.
I wish you guys the best. Whoever participates in this blackout, you have my heart, but my hands belong to Gundam during those hours of operation. So,
Ew.
I said what I said and I don't take it back. No, I don't. I'm looking rightly at the camera. I'll let you know I don't take it back. But yeah, Savion touched on a real important part about this blackout and how serious is this really, what they're really trying to be about this. They're doing this in August when really and truly there's not really any big games coming out. And they're not doing this in September when Wolverine comes out because they know it just wouldn't hold any water because people just be like, yeah, no, I'm going to buy Wolverine. And based off of those numbers, they're probably going to buy them digitally. So,
I mean, the only way people would buy physical really is if they did those little statues and figures or whatever.
like
Then
collector's editions and stuff.
yeah, the collector's edition, like I would get one like him on a train, and then there's a bad guy or something, like a train figure. I'd get that.
Yeah, I mean, the problem is to produce extra stuff for the game increases the cost of the game, right? So it just becomes a thing where, okay, well, I was planning on spending whatever $70 for this game, but if they're adding stuff, the game jumps from 70 to like now $90, and it's just like, oh, I didn't plan
I
for
think
$90.
I think with
So
a
that
collector's edition, wouldn't it be like a 150 something like that?
sure, that's even more money, and that just reinforces the issue of like, no, I'm not going to spend money on this. Whereas I think Sean, you mentioned it last time, it's like we as in the general consumer
Yeah.
are going digital for the convenience, and it's like I get that game right now.
Yeah, we got stories on that.
Yeah, so it's a thing of we're rolling down a hill that we cannot slow down on. Like this is just where we're at. And on top of that, like I think what people are not realizing is that no matter what the boycott is, like Sony has decided they are not making any more Blu-ray discs. And like that is a decision that far surpasses what is done on PlayStation. Like that is the parents saying, "Hey, no more tricker or no more candy or whatever." And it's just like, I guess I can't get candy anymore. So yeah, I don't know. I wish them the best, but I don't think anything's gonna happen from this. Yeah. So on the flip side of news, a new God of War game starring
Mm.
Kratos is coming. This comes to us from Polygon by way of Michael McWhirter. So the God of War Laufey also gets a release date at San Diego Comic Con. That's right. So they at San Diego Comic Con. They had kind of a two-part drop for God of War news. So we found out that God of War Alpha is coming in 2027, February 16th specifically, which
Oh, that's early.
makes it is, but it makes a lot of sense in that when they showed off the game this year, they just showed 20 minutes of the start of the game.
Yeah.
And it's like, I think we were talking about that last week for some reason. But it's like, yeah, you really work on the beginning of the game once you've had most of the game figured out, because you need a good start of the game to lead into the rest of the game.
Yeah.
So it's very much like, oh, okay, they had this plan. I would imagine because it's coming out in February, they probably could have got it earlier. Like it could have been like the November game of this year. But since GTA is a thing and GTA did not get delayed, they're probably like, okay, well, we could just push this to February and be fine, essentially. But the
I think that's more of the reason it's February because of GTA of a late release.
yeah, for sure. They
give it a wide berth.
exactly.
Because
So
GTA out of War.
there's no comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, like GTA takes the oxygen out of any room it's in, and that's just what that is. But the second part to this whole thing was that Kratos will return. On Friday, God of War game director Cory Barlog confirmed at San Diego Comic Con that PlayStation Santa Monica Studio is developing another game in the action venture franchise that will star Kratos. IGN reports that Barlog said that Kratos' next game will be released after God of War Alpha, which is now officially coming in 2027. This is not actually, let me not say this is not surprising, because I guess technically this would be surprising if we assume that Kratos was retiring from being a God of War.
Not until he's dead.
I mean, story wise, sure, but I mean, there's money to be made, so no.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Although we probably ain't getting this until
2030.
29, 2030. Yeah.
Yeah. This is gonna be a PS6 game for sure.
PS6 Pro.
I wouldn't utter those words right now. I don't like, PS6 Pro is like a 2030, 31 thing. That sounds weird to say.
I mean, games nowadays, it's probably in the works right now.
The PS Pro?
No, I'm talking about the God of War, other Kratos game.
The Kratos thing. Yeah. There was a quote that I wanted to pull about that actually. Barlog, who served as head of creative at Santa Monica Studios, reportedly did not elaborate on what's next for Kratos, but will apparently tie directly into the events of God of War Laufey. Faye's standalone adventure certainly offers some hints at what's to come. After tearing his way through the Greek pantheon and slaying various North gods, Kratos could be heading towards all new mythologies, including Egyptian and Tibetan gods, if Laufey is anything to go by. So yeah, the Egyptian part was, I believe, hinted at the end of
trailer gameplay.
Yeah, and then
Ragnarok or whatever. Or
yeah, and then that roguelite game that had Tyr in it, he had like Egyptian weapons as a part of some of it, like his arsenal or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is cool. And then I just want to add in the second part to this whole news story about games that are coming 2027. This has actually been dropped by incredible leaker Nate the Hate. They said that in 2027, is the intended target release date for Intergalactic: The Heretic Prophet. Oh, it's Prophet, not
Yeah.
Prophecy. Ah, did I correct myself? Nope, I didn't. Nope, oh, I said Prophecy. Anyways, you know what I'm talking about. So yeah, what do y'all folks thought on this also coming out in 2027?
It's a good time to be a gamer.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It's a
'Cause
good time to be a nerd in general.
That's
We'll see.
also true.
We'll see about that.
I'm talking about comic book movies, games, TVs, TV shows.
Yeah. S- what I find interesting about this is that we saw Heretic Prophet, Intergalactic Heretic Prophet like 2 years ago.
Hmm. Damn, that feels like it was just yesterday.
I know, right? And like 2027, that probably gives it like a 4-year development track if it's for like a year. Uh, that seems very fast for that game.
No, we don't know how long they've been working on it.
I guess. Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
They could have been
Yeah,
working
I
on
mean,
it since right after The Last of Us Part 2 dropped.
yeah.
Which part? Which one? You know, just re-released
When it
every.
first came out in 2020.
Mm.
Yeah.
They were for
So
sure working on a new property right after that drop. They weren't just working on a remake right after that came out. Like,
yeah. So
So will there ever be a part 3?
of Last of Us?
they need
Yeah,
a
I mean,
reason to continue the story. They said they don't want to
Yeah.
just.
I if there's going to be a part 3, of course, it would be after Heretic Prophet.
Mhm.
But I mean, I it's one of the things where I guess actually, you know what? I guess it depends on how well a Heretic Prophet does, because if that really catches steam, then that could be a thing of like, okay, well, we'll focus on this and then we'll give Last of Us even more time.
Mhm.
So, yeah. But yeah, the only thing that is kind of shaky is that Nate the Hate uses the wording intended target release date. So of course it could be pushed. And more than likely this would be the fall game for 2027, whereas Laufey is the
Spring or winter.
winter spring. Yeah. So we'll see there. Before we jump into a new ambitious Far Cry game, hey, do us a favor, like the video, subscribe. Thank you. Hit the notification bell. Thank you again. Thank you for a third time. Number 4, a new ambitious Far Cry game enters development at Ubisoft. This really could have gone into the quick hits, but I thought I should just throw it up here because
Yeah.
you're a Far Cry fan, right, Sean?
Eh.
Eh.
I played 4, 5, and 6.
Okay. You're more of a fan than I am. And then Savian, have you played Far Cry or no?
no, I think I have it
No.
downloaded. I just never
Yeah.
played it.
Mm-hmm.
I have so many games I haven't played at all.
Yeah, maybe like
I don't know
that.
if I'll ever get to it. I'd just be
Digital
adding.
future. All right. Woo. Yeah, I played one of the Far Cry games. I honestly couldn't tell you which
You
one.
liked it?
It was fine. I don't think I was in the proper like headspace
To play
at
it.
the time to like enjoy it, because just like I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of playing. I think I was playing like a demo or some like
I think that's how I felt for Fallout.
yeah.
Was not in a good
But
headspace for that game. All
it'd
I
be
was
like this
getting was
sometimes.
just bomb, bomb, bomb. I don't know how to pull a weapon out,
No.
so I just exit out the game.
Probably
Like,
because you ain't pay attention on the damn tutorials, didn't you?
I think
Skipping
I don't
around.
remember. I don't
No.
remember.
No, he didn't. No, he didn't. This is
Anyway.
a first person shooter. I can play this.
I
Yes.
was like, no.
So back to the article. This comes us from Inside a Game by way of Tom Henderson. A new game in the Far Cry universe has passed its conception stage at Ubisoft and has entered development at Vantage Studios. Codename Kodak, the new Far Cry game is described as an open world FPS where player interactions and player driven stories take center stage. Kodiak passed its conceptualization stage earlier this month and has been built on the foundations of Maverick. But thankfully, the series will now be leaving the extraction shooter market behind. Oh, are they gonna actually talk about it? Okay. At least for now. The game has been described as really ambitious by sources and is still several years away from its release. Blackbird, the next mainline Far Cry game, has also faced hurdles during development and has been repeatedly delayed due to issues. Okay, so they didn't speak on Maverick. So Maverick was the
Gun.
I guess project of having a Far Cry extraction shooter. And that, of course, was trying to capitalize on the trend of extraction shooters. And
nah, unless you've made your shit modular like they did Fortnite, and you got a team the size of Epic.
Yes. And we are also reminded that this is Ubisoft, and Ubisoft put out X Defiant.
It wasn't terrible.
It wasn't, but it didn't survive. It wasn't
It didn't.
doing anything.
I feel like if it had some proper love to it, it could have been something.
They tried. I think the issue with X Defiant was that it didn't have a real like soul. It's like
It just felt
you
like
could
a running
see-
gun.
Yeah, you could see what it was trying to do. Like they were trying to capitalize off of that
Market.
trend, or market. Yeah, and it's just like, okay, well, this is obviously not going to go far because there's no like real personality to this game. But yeah, so they have went back to the well of making games that actually work for them. So they're talking about Blackbird. So an internal interview at Vantage Studios with Charlie Guillemot described Blackbird. Oh, they're still talking about Blackbird. Okay. Kodak marks another game in Vantage Studios' pipeline, helping Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, and Rainbow Six Siege dominate as dominant IPs with different experiences for different audiences. So yeah, so Far Cry is one of their main pillars. So this is just confirmation to see that Ubisoft will be essentially going back to their major IPs and focusing in on that, which seems to be an industry trend, for lack of better words. Does this excite anybody? No.
No.
Yeah. I would imagine that we will probably see, because the next event we have coming up is the opening night live that kicks off Gamescom. I think that's the end of August, at the end of August to like start of September. I can imagine us seeing a trailer for this, especially if this is like if it kicked off its conceptual stage, they might not have a trailer ready yet.
Yeah, August 25th.
Okay, that's when. Yeah. That's probably too soon. It's actually probably really too soon. But yeah. Yeah, that's that. Shout out to them. Good job. Number 5 is just, I guess, evidence that the digital future that PlayStation is pushing onto us is probably not fully ready yet. And maybe that's why they're waiting until 2028, because they know everything will be perfect by then.
I blame DJ.
So I lie. Okay, so this is just two things. So the PlayStation Network is now back online, but after having outages caused by causes PSN users to lose access to your games for hours. And then on the other side of the fence, Xbox servers were down for 20 hours, but everything should be working now. Like
Xbox can never let go. PlayStation have any shine. Oh, y'all shit went down.
Turn off.
Pours water on servers. Yo, That
Wait
is
for me,
so
buddy.
crazy. That is so crazy that Xbox just has to be in the spotlight, man. Like, oh man,
Oh, you
it
you
just
go for 5 hours? Let me go for 20.
right. Yeah. So this happened. So it's interesting that this happened around two big launches, right? So
Around the times I
PlayStation.
don't play the game.
Oh yeah. Well, PlayStation had Marvel Tokon Fighting Souls full
Mhm.
title, and Xbox is dropping their Halo campaign evolved. And both get well, I guess the campaign evolved is more of a single player game, but without Xbox
I mean, it has the online co-op.
Online. Oh, you're right. You're right. You're right. Yeah. Yes. Yes, but without online, it's hard to access these things. It'd be hard to download these things early, actually, without the ability to
Yeah,
connect to the internet.
preload.
So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Um, that just sucks. That just sucks, and that's just another thing that we have to be more cognizant of because we don't have the option to put the disc into the consoles and just play them. Although
Yep.
that wouldn't work either because of how games are now.
Well, I
Intrinsically
actually
connected.
came across a list the other
Oh,
day that had games that do not need any online connectivity, like because some discs, even if you have the disc and the game code is on the disc, you
hmm.
still have to connect online. But there's a list out there. I gotta find it and share it in the
Oh, okay.
Discord. But yeah,
That's what's up. Okay.
yep.
Um. Well, more just bad news. Number 6, Xbox is putting ads before games, and it feels gross. This comes to us from GameSpot by way of Tomas Friends.
Um, I see that just as another market thing, more of a pay thing. If you don't want ads, pay a little bit more.
I
Yeah, yeah.
mean, yeah, but no, because
That's what Netflix, right? Netflix does the same thing where if you don't want any ads, you're gonna pay for that premium
Netflix didn't have
subscription.
any ads to begin with. So what this is
At first, yeah.
what they call in the industry enshittification. Create a
Yeah.
problem and then sell you the solution to it.
The problem is you're buying at this point you're buying like a $650 box to have ads be put in your face as you're trying to play the games with the $650 box you just bought. And it's like, what what are you doing? We know what they're doing. We know what they're doing. But at the same time, it's like, okay, can y'all just get out of the games like industry if you're gonna be
Yeah.
doing this stuff and like just market yourself as something else? Like
A-
be a game fly or something.
Anyway, go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes. Advertising in the video game industry has been intertwined for decades. Growing up, I almost exclusively played licensed games that promoted movies. Why would you do that? That sounds like a bad way to be a game. Okay. Like Lego Star Wars and the Incredibles for my original Xbox. Okay, you know what? I don't need this
I mean,
list.
some licensed properties were not half.
Oh yeah, yeah, of course. And also like when you're younger, that stuff doesn't really affect you too much. Trying to find. Okay, so all right, I'm just going to continue reading. I enjoy the occasional round of Fortnite and can see everyone from Halo's Master Chief to Family Guy's Peter Griffin while doing so. Still, Xbox's ad-supported games announcement crosses a line the company never should have. If you've missed it, ad supported game streaming is currently in testing with Xbox insiders. Those not subscribed to Game Pass Ultimate can watch ads before they play in exchange for 1 hour of a game they own via cloud gaming. Xbox Wire post about it stresses that it's optional. That ads should create value, and that ads will be held to the same quality bar as our content. What does that even mean?
I mean, I get it. You're using their bandwidth to stream a game, so
Yeah,
that stuff ain't free, especially when it could be going to AI in some form or fashion, I'm sure.
right.
Um It
But
just
what's a
sucks.
quality ad though?
Something that is engaging, something that makes you not want to skip it.
Bum fights.
Like when I get ads and I see like a new Marvel movie, oh, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tune in. If it's not, I'm just skipping it. If
Yeah,
it has
but you drop like
something
Crimson Desert. There no quality ad would be worth unless the ad is like
a future
I
game
don't
coming
even
out,
know. I guess. Yeah, I guess if it's like a trailer to like, oh, here's a
game,
Fable trailer. Check this out. That would
Mhm.
be fine.
yeah, something for them to get
But
the next paycheck.
I guess. I don't know. Um,
Oh, check out this new
okay.
DLC coming out. DLC ads.
Yeah, I guess. I think in that context it works, but of course we know that's not the context that they're shooting for, unfortunately. Um, After all the confusing messaging companies like Xbox have fed players recently, it's hard to see this as anything more than a loss for the game industry. While video games have flirted with advertising for decades, we're now at the point of no return. There's no clean way for the industry to come back from it. Advertising, okay, they're just talking about just advertising in general. Okay, so essentially you get an ad for an hour of gameplay,
Mm.
which like something like this could work in theory for like maybe like a fighting game or like some game that you play in chunks, but
Yeah.
not like a story driven game or like an RPG kind of thing where you're playing as things for hours and just like, oh, you're in a cutscene, huh? Commercial. It's like, no.
No,
We'll see how they do it.
it'd be
Yeah.
crazy where you're fighting the boss and they're at 1 HP and there's an ad.
Mm-mm.
It
You come
stops
back
you.
dead at the checkpoint. Like, what happened? Boss
What
is like, I didn't see the ad.
what they should do is once
Jeez.
the ad is done, it should be like, do you continue where you're at? Like
Yeah,
press
of course.
X to
Oh, of course.
continue.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Press,
yeah. There
press
needs to
X
be
to
an effect
start.
of some sort. There you go.
Press X to start.
This
There you
guy.
go.
Look at this guy. He
And
knows what's,
so
what's going on.
you don't have to lose your progress.
Right. So yeah, that's just I don't know. Xbox is doing so. Xbox is quickly changing themselves, and it is painful to watch. Number 7, Game Pass was supposed to save Xbox. Instead, it's killing the company. This comes from IGN. Also,
Is that
no
because
surprise.
the price went up or something like that?
What? The price went up.
Wait,
What do
wait,
you
wait.
mean?
Something.
Game Pass?
There was something with Xbox. I thought the subscription membership went
Console?
up.
No, it
Everything
went
went up.
down. It went
It went
the
down.
subscription
Oh,
went
you're
down
right. That this, yes.
when
Well,
Asha Sharma came in.
it went down because they took out Call of Duty from Game Pass.
Mm.
Yeah, yeah. But yes, you're right. Yeah, it did go down. Um,
Anyway,
yes. This comes to us from IGN by way of Sab Astley, Astley.
Astley. It's like Rick Astley. Astley.
Oh, is T silent? I don't know, man.
Astley.
Whatever.
It just rolls. It just rolls.
Astley.
But
Okay.
anyway.
I see. Yes. Um, every gamer has dreamed about having an infinite library of games to choose from. Perhaps that begins with envy of that one friend you had growing up who seemed to own every game, or the kid in a candy store feeling of browsing the aisles in GameStop or GameStation. We've all had that dream, but video games is an expensive hobby. The current standard price of a AAA game is $70, with another $10 increase looming on the horizon. Meanwhile, the world's other major entertainment mediums, movies, TV, music, have embraced subscription funded streaming. With this as a backdrop, it's no wonder one man had an ambitious vision. If we paid $9.99 a month for access to a whole cornucopia of
Cornucopia.
games, I got there. After all, if it could work for film and television, why wouldn't it work for video games? Back in 2017, former Xbox head Phil Spencer's novel idea felt like it had arrived at just the right time. So how did Game Pass go from being Xbox's innovative new spark to setting the company on fire? I'm looking for numbers. By the end of the generation, run Xbox One. Okay, so by the end of its so by the end of its generational run, the Xbox One had sold just 58 million units, multiple millions fewer than its predecessor and far fewer than its rival, the 117 million units selling PlayStation 4. Xbox Next Generation needed a big, bold idea. Okay, so this is where Phil Spencer came with the idea of Game Pass being the thing to beat its competition. Scrolling down some.
The
So
service launched in June 2017 at $9.99 and offered 100 backwards compatible titles. By the start of the following year, they had expanded into its now marquee offer at day one availability for all first-party titles, including Halo and Gears of War. This will be the first of many big Game Pass swings from Xbox. It was optimistic from the players and industry. Forbes called it a bright feather in Microsoft's cap going forward. The enthusiasm for putting brand new first party games on the service the day that they launched wasn't universal, though. The service received pushback from publishers who believed it would devalue games, including the likes of Take-Two Interactive CEO Strauss Zelnick and former VP of Xbox Game Studios Shannon Loftus. As early as the summer of 2018, industry analysts like Brendan Sinclair flagged the oblique nature of streaming metrics, boiled down to time streamed or average time played, which disabled developers from using key metrics like copies sold to wager financing for the next project.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was going to jump a little bit. So basically, they start talking about like how much money Game Pass actually poured into grabbing some games. So this is just one of the quotes. The level of money Xbox poured into Game Pass is eye-watering. The company paid up to $300 million for Jedi Survivor and Suicide Squad, which, if you remember, Jedi Survivor did really good. Suicide Squad did not.
That's just some of the deals they're aware of. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a flop, unfortunately, for that game and studio.
They had the sauce and then they just lost it.
Yeah.
Alongside licensing the third party AAAs, they also purchased a slew of studios with the intention of putting them to work on Xbox and thus Game Pass exclusives. Undead Labs, Ninja Theory, Compulsion Games, Obsidian, and Exile, Double Fine, and Bethesda. With hindsight, these acquisitions are confusing. Undead Labs has yet to release a game since their acquisition. Hellblade is critically acclaimed, but financially underwhelming, and Double Fine's best-selling game to date only sold 1.7 million copies. None of these studios are money printers.
I'm gonna be real.
Mm-hmm.
Xbox bought a bunch of B-level studios, except for Obsidian.
Hey, B-level, still a good rating.
It is.
What has Obsidian done for us lately?
Well, that's the thing. They had like when Obsidian was big was when they did Fallout New Vegas, and then their other big thing was the Outer Worlds. That was supposed to be that Fallout like game.
But Outer Worlds 2 didn't do that good, right?
No, it didn't. No. Well, we don't know because it was on Game Pass, and like it's that whole.
Well, it didn't do good because they going, nigga.
You're right.
Let me see. They had Grounded, but I mean that was exclusive in beta for how long? You played it, but I didn't hear much of it after you played it 1 or 2 times.
Yeah, it was fine.
Um,
It was just fine.
the
Yeah,
ga- the
Undead
ti-
Labs had State of Decay, which the first one that came out was a very interesting zombie experience because it
Mhm,
wasn't a typical zombie game. And then they put out 2, which I think was good, was fine. And then
yeah.
3 was the one that has taken literally forever to come out. I don't even know what's happening there. Um, Ninja Theory, we know Hellblade, where like the first one was a very um inspired game about mental health. And then the second one, they were like, we need more combat. And it's like,
They
okay.
were delusional. They said
Yeah.
still safe as Bethesda, even though that's more likely to do with its priceless Elder Scrolls and Fallout IP than recent output. As of April 2026, Alinea Analytics estimates Starfield's revenue sits at roughly 300 million across all platforms, which would typically be a success for most games, except leaked Bethesda documents anticipated 1 billion in the first year. Mind you, in the first year it was only on Xbox. I don't know.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
A figure sabotaged likely by the Xbox and PC exclusivity being readily available on Game Pass from the second it landed. Compare that to Skyrim making 650 million in its first month, which is
Hmm.
why I'm sure they were expecting it to make a billion. Uh,
Yeah.
I don't know. Xbox. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah.
Um,
It's just it's poor, like poor leadership. Like part of
yeah,
the issue
it
was
is.
that, yeah, right. Like the one of the big issues, not even part of it. One of the big issues was that when Xbox bought these studios, they were very hands off. So they said, "Okay, go make your games, go do what you want. You have a studio, you know how to lead your studio." But that doesn't work if these studios are supposed to work under an umbrella, and they were just doing their own thing and taking literally forever to make these games. And Xbox suffered because of that. Ta-da!
Yeah, they thought Game Pass would have seven. We've gone over this before.
Yeah,
77 million subscribers by now. It has 30.
I
Yeah.
mean that's
Um,
something.
it's not if
Not
they were
enough.
expecting 100 million by 2030.
Yeah, and
They got another
that
4.
no, the problem is that that number
It's too low.
was at 34, I believe, and then
Mhm.
it decreased when
They
I
raised
think
the
Phil
price and all that.
Spencer. Yeah, when they raised the price and they lost to 4 million. So they're not. It's not doing good at all.
What could help them?
Nothing.
Nothing. Yeah. What Sean said.
They're
Absolutely
they're
nothing.
they're too far behind in the competition race against PlayStation. Um, Streaming games isn't people. Netflix has such granular analytics for how people watch movies. They can see when you pause, play, stop, finish a game. Finish a movie. A lot of people don't even finish games to begin with.
Yeah.
People have a lot of backlog. They'll play one or two. Like
I
I
like.
don't know.
I will even say that the problem with Phil Spencer looking at Netflix and thinking they can do Netflix is, and it's a problem where Phil Spencer didn't understand the difference between a movie and a video game because
No, that didn't kill them. It was promising that they would do day one releases to try to differentiate from PlayStation, and then being completely hands off with the studios.
yeah, I mean the whole day one thing that was their attempt to try and claw back their user base that they already lost. But like the idea of like just to talk about what you and Avery would say about how it devalued video games in that like when you I won't even talk about that. The idea of okay, we have this library of video game or
Mhm.
videos to watch versus a library of video games to play, where it's just like you when you sit down and watch a movie, you can watch Okay, not even a movie. When you're watching a episode or a series or something, you can
Yeah.
sit and
Mhm.
binge like 4 or 5 episodes of something, or you can watch 4 or 5 episodes of like different things. Whereas you're sitting to play a game, you have to sit and play that one game. But if you have a cornucopia of video games to choose from, you're going to always be paralyzed by the
Choice
idea of,
paralysis.
oh,
Yeah.
yeah, exactly. And then it's just like, all right, well,
And they
I
already
didn't
cost much more to develop as well.
yeah. And the moment that you hit like a roadblock or something, like, I don't like this game, you jump to the next game. And it's like that first game is now perished. Like, it's just not a good idea. It's not a good idea.
Anyway, a sub story. Xbox reportedly paid more than Stalker 2's entire budget for Xbox exclusivity.
Yes, that came to us from the Phase Maker.
I'm trying to
Yeah,
see if they
there's
have the
not.
actual numbers,
Yeah,
but that is ridiculous.
yeah, that, and then like, I mentioned off camera that like Stalker 2 is sort of a special case because that studio was in Ukraine during the Russian invasion. So that studio, people in that studio died because of that war, and they had to pause their development time because of the whole Russia
Mm,
thing. So that just took longer, but at the same time, like, the reason why this happened in the first place was because of the structure that Phil Spencer put in place to do these like drops of money to get these exclusives, and it
Okay,
didn't
yeah.
work.
The developer, GSC Game World founder Sergey, I'm not going to try to mess that name up. G revealed that Microsoft came with a deal they simply couldn't refuse. They paid more than their entire budget. They had basically broken even before even selling a single copy.
Yeah,
But Stalker isn't a Call of Duty. Like, that's
yeah,
crazy,
yeah, yeah,
I guess.
yeah. I don't know. But what I do know is these quick hits. Number 8. Xbox reportedly paid more. Oh,
No, no, no.
wait.
It
Oh,
appeared twice.
oh, okay. I see. I see. All right. New number 8. Saudi Arabia takeover of EA gets approval from European Commission.
Yeesh.
That's fun. That comes from PC Gamer. What that means is that EA will be owned by Saudi Arabia probably this time next year or something, or maybe sooner
Is that a
if
good thing or a bad
money
thing?
is funneled into that. It's a bad thing.
Um,
It's very
yeah, depending on whether or not they have a hand in like censoring certain things for Middle Eastern sensibilities, but I'm surprised
um
they're still trying to get into gaming considering the market contraction that's been going on over the past few years.
s- I well from what I know is that they look at gaming, they as in Saudi Arabia, look
Mhm.
at gaming from the perspective of it being a moneymaker, and they are what is it? I think it's the thing of like they are trying to maybe
Diversify.
not lean so hard on oil and trying to
Yeah.
find another industry where they can pump money into that will make them money. And it's like that makes sense if they hit it big with like I guess like Madden, I guess, because that's a big thing for EA, like their EA
People are
Sports.
starting to wake up to Madden and NBA 2K. I see them
Oh, that's
just like, God damn, I was paying $150 a year for a roster update. I see
yeah,
people
Man,
in GTA forums saying this $100 is nothing.
yeah,
They were spending that plus
you're right.
money for DLC and microtransactions. Like,
that's my thing with 2K. It's the same thing, just a new roster,
it's
and
the
it's
same for all
just
sports games, my guy.
Yeah,
it's
Mostly.
true, true. I think the only possibly UFC, possibly.
yeah.
That,
I
that
mean,
that's
but
not that's not a yearly title.
I think lately, yeah, it's been what 5 and 6 back to back, 4, 5, 6. Was it 4, 5, 6?
I mean, that's
I
how
don't
counting goes, but yeah.
I mean, yes, but I'm talking about wasn't it a yearly one? I know Battlefield wasn't a yearly one.
No, yeah, Battlefield. No.
UFC 6
But
came
yeah.
out in June. UFC 5 came out 2023, sir. No.
Oh, dang.
Really?
UFC 5 came out in 2023. UFC 4 came out in 2020. So
Okay.
there's your release cadence.
So it's not like a 2026 UFC. It's just a numbered sequel to the UFC
Yeah.
games. Yeah. Yeah, it's the thing
It
about
really
this
felt
is
like I
that
did that.
like Saudi Arabia, because they own SNK,
Mhm.
and they had the brilliant idea of tossing like a DJ that the Crown Prince into the I think King of Fighters game, like one of the fighting games. They just tossed this random DJ into the game, and it was just because the Crown Prince liked that DJ, and it's just like, oh, this is weird. And then they also threw Ronaldo or Messi into the
Yeah.
fighting game as well, and it's like, what's happening? This is
I
just
mean,
this is
that's
just
not all that strange. We used to get random cameos in games. If you remember Bill Clinton and NBA Jam and shit like that. So I mean, random cameos have been happening forever.
yeah. I mean, I
It just feels weird because they're doing it.
my only pushback is that I feel like that in the fighting game like genre, the cameos that are made usually make more sense than a soccer player or a DJ kind of thing, where it's just like, oh, at least this person, like for example, if they put like Bruce Lee into Tekken, it's like, oh, that makes sense. I mean, they kind of do it law, but like that would make sense as like a cameo, or like when they put Dark Vader and Yoda into Soul Calibur, it's like, oh, that makes sense. Oh, Link as well and Heihachi. It's like, oh, that makes sense. But like that, where it's just like, oh, we see the Link being like the Crown Prince likes this DJ, and that's why this DJ is into this game. It's like, oh, that feels icky. Will they do that with EA? I don't know. EA is a bigger entity than SNK, so they might be a bit more hands off, but we'll see. Well, I guess someone will see because I won't be paying attention if I'm honest. Number 9, Capcom fiscal year 2026. The Q1. Yeah, so basically, this is just one of those things about digital games versus physical games. And the Capcom sales are basically 93% digital versus 6.7% physical. So again, people are just buying their games digitally because it just works for so many people and it saves a ton of space. Yeah. What can you do? Number 10, this is also from Capcom. Pragmata has sold over 2.5 million copies. Capcom has confirmed. So shout out to them. That's actually really good for a new IP that is stuffed between the likes of a Resident Evil and Monster Hunter. So it's just like, good job. Yeah, so that's it for the quick news or quick hits. Don't really have much in terms of what we've been playing. I haven't got to play Densha Attack probably since the last time I talked about it. So I'll probably be doing that sometime this week. Sean, Savion?
Nothing. Mobile games for now.
Honestly, been watching a whole bunch of shows.
Look at this guy betraying his console.
It's just, you already know it's like nothing going on right now. I don't feel like playing Battlefield, UFC.
Go look through your other backlog. What other stuff have you been missing out?
I mean, I guess I can get back on God of War. I'm gonna probably restart the whole thing though. I didn't get too far into it.
Jesus Christ,
that is crazy! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
I told y'all why I put it down.
Why'd you put it down?
Because remember when I said I had bought it late and then there was other games that came out, and I was more interested in them, and so I was like, I put it to the side real quick, and then it's just been on the side since. But then it made me play it again when the DLC came out, and then I
Yeah.
stopped again. But I didn't get too far into it, so I was like, I need to start over and just relearn everything.
No, you can just jump in and like find an enemy
Button
and just
mash,
fight the enemy. Huh?
just button mash.
Yeah, you'll figure it out. You'll remember. Like if you go in the menu, you can see where the what the combos and stuff are.
Mm. Yeah,
Figure it out.
once I get the TV stuff situated, then I'll get
Yeah,
back
that's
on it.
another thing. You need to unplug some cables and plug them back in and see if that fixes things. That's
Gotcha,
a weird problem.
gotcha.
But until then, this has been an episode of Press X Start Gamers Digest. We hope you enjoyed this episode as much as we enjoyed just getting through it. You know, it's just been bad news, a little bit of good news, and there's more bad news. It's just at some point we'll get a bunch of good news. But today's not that day. We hope you have a good time playing games and you continue to wash your hands because germs are still out.
Germs are everywhere.
Ah, yes. And they will get you and your children sick. So don't let that happen to you and don't let that happen to them. If it happens to them, make sure you hold your breath when you're around them so you don't get it. That's what I do. And I'm here. All right. See ya.
Peace.
Peace.